28th. This is N1DM, your net control for this evening. This net meets weekly on NEDC and Worldwide Talk Group 3181 for the purpose of exchanging information about DMR radio products, repeater slate additions or changes, and other amateur topics of interest. Please check in using your call sign phonetically, your name, your location, and whether you have a question or announcement. Try to spread the calls out over 30 seconds so I can pick out calls. We're going to start first with any stations with emergency traffic and emergency traffic only. This is N1DM. Nothing heard. We'll now try mobiles. Anybody who's mobile who wishes to check in, please give your call sign, your name, your location, and whether you have a question or announcement. This is N1DM.
Whiskey 1, Zulu Romeo Delta, Jacques, in Eagle Lake, Maine.
Okay, WW1, ZRD. Thank you very much, Jacques, for checking in. Any further check-ins from mobiles and mobiles only, N1DM? Okay, we'll now try by geographical area. We'll go northeast to southwest. We'll come down. So we'll start with the Canadian Maritimes. Any stations in the Canadian Maritimes, N1DM?
Victor Echo 9, Golf Sierra Bravo, Gary, Musquash, New Brunswick. No traffic.
One more time. Any check-ins from the Canadian Maritimes? This is November 1, Delta Mike. I'll take check-ins from the state of Maine. The state of Maine, N1DM.
This is Whiskey 1, Bravo Kilo Whiskey, Brian and Harrison. No traffic.
Whiskey 1, Golf Sierra Kilo, Glen in Portland, with no traffic. Good evening.
Okay, so far I got W1BKW. Hi, Brian. W1GSK. Good evening, Glenn. Any further check-in state of Maine before we go on, N1DM?
KY1C, good evening, Dom. No traffic.
Good evening, Paul. KY1C, good to hear you there. Okay, we'll now take check-ins from New Hampshire, N1DM.
This is Kilowatt Charlie 8 Lima Echo Lima, Bob in Derry, New Hampshire. No traffic.
Kilo X-ray 1 Bravo, KX1B Bryant in Goffstown, New Hampshire, no traffic.
AG1V Bob in Epping, New Hampshire.
That was Gary.
Okay, so far I got KC8LEL. Hi, Bob. KX1B, hi, Brian. AG1V, good evening, Bob. Any further check-ins from the state of New Hampshire? This is N1DM.
This is KC1MUU Mobile, Mike in Nashua, New Hampshire. Good evening. This is KB1 SBQ Ken in Londonderry.
November 1, Kilo Zulu, Roger in Bath, no traffic.
KC1MUU, good evening, Mike. KB1EU, John, I didn't get any audio. Do you have anything to say?
Good evening, no traffic. Is that any better?
Much better that time. Thank you very much. KB1SBQ, good evening, Ken. Thank you for checking in. Any more check-ins from New Hampshire?
November 1, Kilo Zulu, Roger in Bath, no traffic.
Okay, N1KZ, thank you, Roger. Appreciate you checking in. Okay, now we'll go to Vermont. Check-ins from the state of Vermont. This is N1DM.
Juliet 2 Victor Tango, J2VT Pete in West Rutland. Good evening to everyone on the net. No traffic.
Hotel in Athens, Vermont. No traffic.
Okay, so far I have NJ2VT. Good evening, Peter. W2NH, good to hear you, Gordon. Any additional check-ins from the state of Vermont, N1DM? I'll give it one more try. State of Vermont, any additional check-ins? November 1, Delta Mike.
Kilo 1 Lima, Ron, Jericho, Vermont. No traffic tonight.
Okay, KK1L, very good, Ron. Thank you very much for checking in. Okay, we're now going to try Eastern Massachusetts, east of the city of Worcester. East of the city of Worcester. N1DM.
This is Kilo Charlie 1, Juliet Alpha Bravo, Jason in Boston, no traffic.
This is November 1, India Lima Zulu, John in Eastham, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, no traffic. This is November Delta 1 Lima, Jess on Nantucket Island, and I have a question for Net Control whenever he's ready.
KC1 OBP, Kilo Charlie 1, Oscar Bravo Papa, Youngport, checking in, no traffic.
This is November 1, X-Ray, Quebec, X-Ray, Dennis Sulaiman. Good evening, all.
This is Whiskey Alpha 2, Uniform Mike Papa, Jim and Brewster on the Cape. No traffic.
Kilo 1, Juliet Romeo Oscar. K1 JRO, John in Marshfield. No traffic.
Okay, so far, I have KK1L, good evening, Ron, KC1JAB, hi, Jason, N1ILZ, good evening, John, ND1L, Jesse, good evening, and I have you marked for a question as soon as we get through check-ins. KC1, Oscar Bravo Papa, hi, Paul, West Barnstable, thank you very much. N1XQX, hi, Dennis, WA2UMP, good evening, Jim, K1JRO, good evening, John. Additional check-ins, East Mass, east of the city of Worcester, and that includes the Cape and the islands, and 1DM.
This is Alpha Bravo 1 Hotel Oscar Spence in Uxbridge. No traffic.
Okay, I got AB1HO, good evening, Spence, nice to hear you. Okay, well, I'll take stations Worcester and West, stations in the city of Worcester and west of the city of Worcester, and 1 Delta Mike.
This is November 1, Whiskey, Sierra Delta, Kevin in Worcester. Good evening, Don. Good evening to the net.
Okay, N1WSP, good evening, Kevin, good to hear you. Any further check-ins, Worcester or West? In the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Worcester or West, at 1DM. Okay, this is N1DM for the England DMR Net. We'll now ask for check-ins from Rhode Island. Rhode Island, please, N1DM.
There is November 1, Romeo, Hotel, Octavio in Bristol, Rhode Island. Good evening, Dominic and everyone else on the net. Nothing to report.
Okay, hi, Octavio, N1RHH. Good to hear you from Bristol. Any additional check-ins from Rhode Island? Hey, nothing else heard. Let's try Connecticut. Check-ins from the state of Connecticut. This is N1DM.
N1DM, K1C, YW Rich, no traffic.
Here is Kilo 1, Papa November, Peter in Fairfield, no traffic.
Okay, so far I have K1CYW. Good evening, Richard. K1PCN. Hi, Peter. Any additional check-ins from the state of Connecticut? N1DM. Okay, any check-ins from the state of New York? The state of New York, please, N1DM.
WA2 GZW Fred in Newburgh, New York.
Joe, Montgomery, New York.
Okay, I got WA2GZW. Hi, Fred. K1IMD, I think you doubled with GZW. Okay, K2GLP. Good evening, Charlie. Thank you very much for checking in. Okay, anybody anywhere we have not yet checked in? In or out of New England? At this time, N1DM.
WD4ASW. Joe in Old Pleasant Beach. Whiskey Alpha 1 Yankee Zulu November. Bruce, Swansea, New Hampshire. ASW Barry in Keller, Texas. Victor Oscar Mike Meredith, New Hampshire. No traffic.
Here is
WD4ASW Portable 5 Barry in Keller, Texas.
Bill in Maynard, Mass. No traffic. Good evening to you, Dom, and everyone else on our net.
WD4ASW Portable 5 Barry in Keller, Texas. Good evening, Dom.
Okay, very good. I got W1OOB, hi Joe, WA1YZN, hi Bruce, K1WVO, hi Mike, N1GWY, good evening, Bill, good to hear you. K2AOS, good evening. Hold on a minute, I can't read my own writing. Keith, sorry about that, Keith. And WD4ASW stroke 5, Barry, good evening. Any further check-ins from anywhere, N1DM? This is Kilo Delta 2, Oscar Foxtrot Oscar, Montgomery, New York, no traffic.
Kilo Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra Romeo, Bill in Nashua. No traffic. Good evening.
Okay, KD2OFO, good evening, Joe. And K1SSR, Bill, good evening. Okay, ND1L, this is N1DM. Jesse, you had a question or a comment?
Very good, N1DM. This is ND1L. Here's my question. I'm supposed to have the net next Monday night, and it sounded to me like you were reading a very nice start of net script, and I wonder if you have a copy of it, and if you do, could you email it to me? And if that came off the top of your head, then write it down and email it to me. Go ahead.
Okay, very good, Jesse. It's actually off the website. Now, I'll send you an email with the information on where it is. Is your email good on QRZ?
Yes, sir. You can send it to my call ARRL.net also. And I'm looking at the bridge, one of the bridges right now. I'll just go. Where is? Well, I'll find it. I don't want to bother you, but sure, show me where it is, and I'll make myself a copy that I like, because you did a nice job reading it. It sounded too good to be impromptu. So I figured I'd like to use it, because the way I started it is a little bit let's say less controlled than yours. Go ahead.
Very good, Jesse. No problem. We'll get it over to you. I've never been considered controlled, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, is anybody have anything further for the net this evening? N1DM. Okay, a couple of reminders. With the winter weather season, Sky One is still active on 759 when there's a significant event. Again, 12 group 759. Sunday nights at 8 p.m., the Providence Radio Association has their net on New England TAC 1 and welcomes all comers. Obviously, this net is on at 8 o'clock on Mondays. On Wednesdays at 8 p.m., the YCC Contesting and DX net is on New England TAC 1. Again, New England TAC 1 is talk group 8801. And many of the states have their own individual nets. And we don't want to forget the New England Swap Net. That's Monday nights at 7:30 on New England Y Talk Group, where you are right now. So, to be nothing else, we wish everybody a good week. Hope to hear you around. 7-3s, this is N1DM. Clear.
And don't forget the Vermont State Net tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the Vermont State channel, the QNH.
Very good, Gordon. Good information, N1DM.
His name. 8800.
Oh, nice net, Dominic. Thanks. And D1L. Clear.